Gonna run this thing, we'll warm it up a little bit. And it is cold, it's raining outside, it's damp. So once this thing starts getting a little hot, most likely the exhaust pipes are gonna start smoking like every other car on the road when it's cold and damp out. So there's nothing wrong with the motor. It runs great. So let's get this thing fired up so you can actually hear it. And we'll take, I'm gonna switch the microphone on this thing because if I don't, this gets all distorted and you can't hear nothing. But before we start it, let's go over here and we'll look at the freeze plugs so you can all see that it is a Bosch motor. Let's see, there is one freeze plug there, see it's screwed in. The second one is right there. And then the third one is down in there. So it has 3 screw-in freeze plugs. I've been wheeling on this thing. There is no oil leaks anywhere on this thing. It runs terrific. So I'm gonna flick the microphone and we'll start this thing up. And it's gonna take a while to warm this thing up. So I'm gonna warm it up until we can get the thing to idle. So just bear with me. she is. It does have a gear drive in it. You can hear it a little bit. It's a nice quiet one. It's not one of those real loud ones. I had one of those loud ones in a small block before. Sounds like you got a supercharger in it. So the motor runs great. I'm going to list this again, or I'm going to actually repost the video. I do have the inner valve springs out of the valve spring pack itself to break in the camshaft. So we're almost through 2.5 gallons of fuel through this thing so far. So I'm going to run another 2.5 gallons through it again. And then once that's done, I'm going to take the valve covers off. I'm going to take all the rock arms off, put the inner valve springs in, reset up all the rock arms. It is a solid lifter cam. Other than that, if you have any questions, it's 413-204-1390. You can call me, text me. If you're on Facebook looking at the ad, or you can message me on Messenger. I'll be glad to send you any of the other videos if you're actually having a hard time finding the videos. I would be gladly to send them to you. If you have any real questions, don't hesitate to call or text. And if you do call me, leave a message, because a lot of times I don't have my cell phone on me because I'm working. And if you don't leave me a message, I'm not going to call you. And if you do leave me a message, sometimes it gets buried into a lot of other messages. So really the best thing to do is to text me or message me on Messenger, and that way I have it saved and I can get back to you. Other than that, remember, this is a brand new. The block is brand new. It's never been fired on. I'm very excited that I had the opportunity to fire this thing up. I'm actually honored to actually own this motor. I had it for 32 years between my buddy and myself. I have a video of him in here. I didn't tell him what I had on the engine stand, and he walked in. He was actually really surprised, and he's very excited about the thing running.